logged it like I always do.
No, okay, so that right there is the problem, Smitty. The system changed. Most of the world uses day, month, year. Month, day, year was causing all of these issues for us with our international cases, which is why we switched. You know, didn't you read the memo? Sorry, wait. I just heard that out loud. Of course you didn't.
Important memos are always covered in the roll call.
Why do I have a panicked ADA knocking on my door to ask for my help to find a missing machete?
Because SMITTY wasn't listening when you went over the change in how we file case numbers.
What, the day, month, year thing?
Yeah.
I can go over it. My last day as watch commander was crazy. I left it for you to do.
I thought you handled it.
Oh, it's not my fault, it's yours.
Everyone got the memo. It's still your fault, Smitty.
Well, it's still on him for trusting me.
I didn't trust you. I thought he covered it, and I just didn't follow up. I can't believe I dropped the ball.
I don't care whose fault it is. I need the machete.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Sassy Southern Belle. My name is Breezy. I'm your wonderful and fabulous host. And today, we're going to be talking about who knows what. I know Sunday was the Ides of March. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day at the time of this recording. So this episode may go out tonight, it may go out tomorrow, it may go out one day this week. I know that. And I know I have gotten to where I only done monthly recordings here lately, but I will get better. I just have had a lot of stuff to do. So please don't hate. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm only human and I have so much, there's only so much time on my hand. But y'all, if you're new here, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe. Look, if you're from Alabama, it is March 16th, 2026, and it snowed. What the hell is happening? I'm not joking. It snowed today. And I loved it until I started doing that mushy stuff. And I was like, uphill is over with. And like my inner child came out. And look, just to clarify, I love snow for that first day and a half. Because I lived in Tennessee where we had a snowstorm for like a week 2 times. And let me tell you something right now. It got old very fast. Very fast. Um, but yeah. But here's the thing, I'm from Alabama, and when I see, and today's snow was a perfect example of what I think of snow to be like. Which is weird because when I was younger, I literally wanted to live in Boston or Chicago. And it's because I can barely survive the cold here in the South, which makes it even weirder. Yeah, I know I'm difficult, hard to please, yeah. But with that being said, let's watch a few TikToks, shall we? Here's our first one.
Hey, I want to watch something different. Can I watch something different? I just need the remote.
Okay, first of all, where did you get a kangaroo? Second of all, I'm asking for a friend. Also, fun fact, um, I would just let the kangaroo have it. You know what? You're the king of this house, and we're just gonna let you be. At the end of it. Oh my gosh, but Ozzy is adorable. Okay, so, fun story time about kangaroos. I have a couple of them. So, here in Coleman, Alabama, which is where I live, by the way, technically Coleman County, but that's all you're getting. Um, there's a kangaroo here. They called him Kangaroo Jack. Yes, Kangaroo Jack. And he literally, like, he got out 2 times. The first time when I was on a String to Stand conference in Pigeon Forge. The second time was when I was actually here. Yeah. And the first time I was like, why do these cool stuff always happen when I leave town? And the second time, and they literally, when I kid you not, they turned it into a Ford commercial. A Ford commercial. I'm not joking. Just to go find that kangaroo. I wanted it. Why would I invite to that commercial? But here's our next TikTok.
It's always great when the mascots and cheerleaders get together. Whoa! Engulfed!
Okay, if I were a ref and I saw that, my first thought would have been, what the hell? Second of all, it's just too hilarious. You know they had known each other and got together before the time and been like, hey, you know what will make this more fun? And I've said it before, the NFL mascot, specifically blue, are one of the best mascots in football. I'm not joking. Now, in college football, the Oregon Ducks have the best mascot, in my opinion, and that's the Auburn fan of me saying that, so please don't hate. Please don't hate. I'm just speaking my God honest opinion. We all have them, and I know you like to think otherwise, but this is my podcast. I'm just gonna speak my mind.
6 Eastern. This guy came prepared. Chicken wings and triple overtime.
Okay, look. Here's the thing. Super proud of Indiana for winning the national championship. They deserved it with their Cinderella season that they have been having. And Fernando Mendoza, I wish you nothing but the best, and I truly hope and pray you do not go with with the Raiders, Las Vegas with Las Vegas. I really truly pray you don't. But come on, what was that? That was so funny. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, like, why is that something I would totally do though? That would be me. Like, that would totally be me. Look, I tell people, like, I love football. And I get into football, but I also like when it comes to food, I will vibe when it comes to food. I will admit that. But here is our next TikTok that I think y'all would definitely enjoy.
Again! Again! Again!
Did I mention how much I hate Ohio State? Truly and truly, I hate Ohio State with a passion. Do I enjoy seeing them lose? Yeah. Do I feel bad about it? God, no. If you come at me, remember, I'm a football fan. I take my team, I like my rivalries. And when Ohio State loses, it's just like when Alabama loses. Everybody wins. What can I say? Out of Ohio State, Michigan rivalry, totally Michigan. But out of Auburn and Alabama, y'all ought to know. War Eagle, baby. Now, with that being said, why don't we move on to our next TikTok, shall we?
Athletic stance. Okay, you ready? Catch it. Athletic stance. Nice. That was so close. Oh.
That's my child right there. That is my future child right there. I am just saying, I am super clumsy, so that would work out. That would definitely be me. Truly, truly be me right there. And my future child would definitely have my clumsiness, probably. But come on, look at that stance. Like, that's improvement. That's coming out of that's an athlete work in the making right there. But here's our next TikTok, and I think it's our last TikTok for a minute. But here.
Hey. They be like, Smooth, what? Can you teach me how to Dougie? You know why? Cause all the girls love me. Hey.
Look, I'm just saying. He knows how to Dougie. I'll give him that. And I think he said it in TikTok I saw once where he said, God forbid a white boy have a little flavor or something like that. Just saying. And I like the 49ers. And now but my team are the Eagles, but was I disappointed that? But yeah, but man, come on. He did that, right? Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Um, but yes. So with that being said, why don't we talk about 911 for a minute? And I've got to show y'all some Smitty clip because Smitty is my favorite. Of course, there's a reason we started this episode with Smitty. Who doesn't love Smitty? I personally love Smitty. And yes, not 911, the rookie. What am I saying, guys? I had to work today, so cut me some slack. But let me show you some the rookie clips, okay?
Logged it like I always do.
No, okay, so that right there is the problem, Smitty. The system changed. Most of the world uses day, month, year. Month, day, year was causing all of these issues for us with our international cases, which is why we switched. You know, didn't you read the memo? Sorry, wait. I just heard that out loud. Of course you didn't.
Important memos are always covered in the roll call.
Why do I have a panicked ADA knocking on my door to ask for my help to find a missing machete?
Because Smitty wasn't listening when you went over the change in how we file case numbers.
What, the day, month, year thing?
Yeah.
I can go over it. My last day as watch commander was crazy. I left it for you to do.
I thought you handled it.
Oh, it's not my fault, it's yours.
Everyone got the memo. It's still your fault, Smitty.
Well, it's still on him for trusting me.
I didn't trust you. I thought he covered it, and I just didn't follow up. I can't believe I dropped the ball.
I don't care whose fault it is. I need the machete.
You could at least pretend to help me.
I'm here in more of an oversight capacity.
Smitty, get your ass into gear.
Yes, ma'am.
How's it going?
I really wish there were more cops on the no column, but after comparing the list of Blair's patients to the list of potentially compromised police investigations that Nell provided, the maybe column's starting to fill up.
You weren't kidding when you said out of the way. I think this is where they store all the old asbestos.
What?
It's fine. Just breathe shallow. We need a place where no one would just wander by.
You trusted Smitty to keep all this a secret?
We had a conversation about the consequences of loose lips.
She threatened to hurt me in graphic detail, used the term gut dump. Relax, I won't say nothing about nothing. That good money that Wagner's got people working at the port. You know, eyes and ears to keep their operations safe.
That's actually a solid idea, Smitty.
I have my moments. Hey!
Smitty, I don't see a raccoon.
It was here, and it was vicious. It must have escaped into the wall.
What's going on?
Smitty thinks he saw a raccoon.
I don't think I know, because 6 of the 13 donuts I snuck in here to eat are gone.
You were gonna eat 13 donuts all by yourself?
It's not the point, Boot.
Okay, well, if there is a raccoon, we can't have it running around loose in the station.
I've had a fair amount of experience trapping varmints back in Texas.
Great, you're officially on raccoon duty. Expect this thing neutralized by lunch, by any means necessary.
No, don't listen to him. You can't kill it or hurt it in any way. It has to be trapped humanely.
I'll say a prayer, kid. Thing's a monster.
Be nice.
Do what
But, for the record, if anyone asks, I proposed to you.
That was beautiful.
Smitty.
Hey, Sarge, it's Smitty. We just stopped the truck, too. Truck Utah, driver in custody.
Brittany! I take back every negative thing I've ever said about you.
What? You said negative things about me? There's nothing I don't know about policing. Ask me anything.
You spelled magnet wrong.
What's happening?
Smitty, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be getting in therapy while you're on shift.
Oh, I'm not a patient here. It's where I come to take my breaks. Plus, they got top-notch snackage, and the mood is super zen. Here, maybe this will help wash away the taste of defeat.
This bottle's been opened.
Oh, those bottles are recyclable. It's just my way of giving back to the environment.
Where's the water from?
My bathroom sink. Water's water. Well, I guess now is as good a time as any to reveal it. I'm Q.
Smitty is Q?
I'm sorry, what?
Lord, give me strength.
What?
Who doesn't love Smitty? Literally, like, and I saw an interview he did where it was like, well, I wanted to make him funny, like Bernie from the Andy Griffin Show, and I felt that hilarious. And and the guy who plays Smitty plays him so well. Oh my gosh, but I love Smitty. I love the Rookie, and I love Bailey. Like all of the characters from the Rookie. Did I decide to go through and rewatch it a few weeks ago? Maybe. Am I now watching season 8? Yes. would I like to get ahead of it? No, because me and my friend Shay are watching it together so we can get caught up on season 8, and I really want to, and I'm like, girl, you have no idea how much I really want to go ahead and watch this, but we have a deal. I'm not going to watch it until you get back. Granted, she's been home all weekend, so I haven't had a chance to watch it. So I've been watching 911 Lone Star, in which I will say this 911 Lone Star is significantly better than 911 Nashville. Way better. And only reason I am saying that because I am trying to give 911 Nashville a fighting chance. I really, truly am. Like, if I had to rank all the 911s, it would be 911, 911 Lone Star, 911 Nashville. But, and I will say this, I really don't want them to do another 911 series because I think, okay, 3 is your limit. You've proven that this third one is not getting that. And I'm really praying that season 2 of 911 Nashville is way better because there's a lot of shows that you can watch and it is like, um, where season 1 is just terrible, but if you get past that, it has so much more room for improvement. And I truly, truly believe that. But yeah, but you guys, tomorrow, so how many of us know the story of the Eyes of March? I'm curious to know. Because the Eyes of March. Do we know? Do I need to pull up the Eyes of March? Yes, I gotta pull up the Eyes of March. Because this is also gonna be our look of the Irish. We can give a little history on that as well. But yes. Also, while I am at it though, before I get started on the Eyes of March, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and we need to. So there's this little girl who lost her life to suicide because she was bullied, and that was Aubrey Wyatt. So tomorrow, on March 17th, I am hoping that you wear pink because it's her birthday in remembrance of her. Because I know that was a beautiful little girl whose life was taken way too soon. It really was. And we need to remember her. But with that being said, let's talk about the Eyes of March now. And the Eyes of March is on March 15th, and it's the marker of the full moon and religious observance, notably for settling debts, and it's famously known as the date of in 44 BC when Julius Caesar was assassinated by Roman senators, marking a turning point that triggers the fall of the Roman Republic and the rise of the empire. Now, it's important to know that Julius Caesar was stabbed 23 times in the Senate House by roughly 60 conspirators, including Marcus Junius Brutus, Gallus, and Cassius Leonidas. And the conspirators also claimed to be saving the Republic from Caesar, increasing dictator power. Now, from the play, he was becoming a dictator. Yes. And the famous phrase, beware of the Eyes of March, came about. I personally like this day. I know. Something's wrong with me. But yeah, it's the Eyes of March. But okay. But we also have St. Patrick's Day. That's tomorrow. So make sure you also wear your green as well as your pink. And I figured let's give you some fun facts real quick about the important about St. Patrick's Day. He was formerly an enslaved person. He was born in Britain, and Patrick was kidnapped by Irish traders at the age of 16, spent 6 years in slavery in Ireland, working as a shepherd before escaping. And he used his shamrock as a symbol, and according to the legend, Patrick used a three-leaf shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity to the Irish people, making it a lasting symbol of his mission. And he was not Irish. He was actually Roman British, and he converted thousands of people to Christianity and found many churches effectively changing the religious landscape of Ireland. That is pretty cool if you ask me. Just saying. Pretty cool, but look at the braids, y'all. Aren't they just adorable? But that is it for this episode. I will see y'all later. Y'all have a fun day, and hopefully it doesn't snow again. because I don't need to snow anymore. I've reached my snow quota for the year.